Hi, I'm Matias. I'm the founder of PRLab. PRLab is one of the leading tech PR firms, helping companies grow with the power of PR from all over the world. And welcome to our YouTube channel where we discuss everything about doing PR in a digital era. Today, we're going to discuss something that is really exciting, and is PR trends for 2026. Before we start, we have an announcement to share. We have created the first of its kind PR Academy. Why is it relevant for you? Well, after having worked with over 200 tech companies, all the way from pre-seed to unicorn in Series A, B, C, and helping them grow with the power of PR, we have compiled the first of its kind PR Academy, where we're gonna help you become a PR pro, especially in the tech ecosystem. So, if you'd like to get a 20% off discount code, you can just have to scroll all the way down to this video in the description section, and you will find that code. I hope you like it, and that you let us know in the comments how your progression towards becoming a PR pro is coming along. Now, let's talk about the list of trends for the year ahead. 2026 is a year that is going to be marked by the development of AI. As we know, AI is disrupting the way pretty much every industry works, and PR is no exception. So, AI is leading the list of trends for the year ahead. Why is it important? Well, first of all, we need to take a look at the impact of AI across PR workflows. One of the main trends that we will see in the year ahead is the hyper-personalization part of the work. Why is that a thing? Pretty much all the tools are now offering some sort of AI functionality, which means pretty much all PR professionals are using AI to either personalize their pitches, to compile lists of media professionals, or to distribute news and follow up. So hyper-personalizing stories is a big trend because it's basically what's gonna make you make or break your story. It's basically what's gonna make you successful in your approach. What does this mean? That just saying, hey, journalists, I'm reaching out to you because I saw this article in the media is just simply not enough anymore. We need to really hyper-personalize the story to the outlet to make sure that the person on the other side of the screen understands that this is a story that was developed for them. So hyper-personalization is one of the big trends for the year ahead. Another one is the journalist AI policies that are basically shaping the way we pitch. A lot of outlets are developing AI guidelines, especially for submitted content, on how much AI do they allow in the creation of content or in research, or what type of disclosures do they request from us. This is an ongoing thing that we're seeing, that more and more outlets are developing certain type of AI guidelines. And ultimately, it's our job to not only pay attention to those, but to also adjust our formatting, our content, our stories to those AI policies. Another trend that we see for the year ahead is zero-click PR. So zero-click, it's basically content that is developed for knowledge panels of social media or even kind of like AI results. It's basically content that does not force the user to have to click on links. So it's a zero-click, hence the name, zero-click content. This is a different type of content that we are creating that is more optimized for LLMs, and that is something that is still going to be on the rise on the year ahead. Simple as that. Another trend that we see for 2026 is the rise of Substacks and newsletters as primary media outlets. This has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of traditional publications still have paywalls in place or are forcing users to subscribe and pay to read content. Naturally, a lot of these users are refusing to do so. So on the other hand, we also see a lot of thought leaders or personal brands, which is another trend for year ahead, that are on the rise. And Substack is a great channel for that. So basically, I would define it as the rise of micro media that are having more and more of an influence in their spaces, and people that instead of subscribing to, I don't know, The Economist or New York Times, they'd rather pay for a newsletter of someone that has influence and is very much specialized in their micro niche. So Substack and newsletters as primary media outlets, we see them popping up more and more, and it's definitely something that's going to keep on growing in the year ahead. Another trend that we have coming up, the one that I just mentioned, is founder-led branding and the cult of personality. This has a lot to do with indeed Substack or podcasting, but also with the fact that personal brands are generating more engagement than company brands. Companies have realized that by highlighting and investing on the personal brands of their spokesperson, they're getting more traction and they're getting more trust. Trust is a key component of PR. So we see happening more and more that personal brands are becoming a main priority within companies. Most companies want to focus not only on LinkedIn, but doing kind of like a 360 type of approach around personal brand, mainly because of the engagement levels that they see. And this is going to keep on growing in the year ahead. Another trend that we see popping up is immediate response crisis communications. We see it in 2025 with the crisis, for example, of the Coldplay CEO situation, where people were demanding immediate responses, but something really interesting happened in that crisis. And we wrote a whole article about it, so you can take a look at it in the description section as well. But something really interesting happened in that crisis, and is that fake press releases started going around. So not only people cannot wait for days to get a response, an official response from the company, but what we've seen happening is that if they don't get it, people will start creating fake ones as well. And there were like 3 fake press releases going around before the company made an official response, which was a good one, by the way. But in only a matter of days, a lot can happen, a lot can spiral outside of the company's control. The old crisis communications playbook is just not working anymore. You always start expecting an immediate response, otherwise they're going to come up with fake. There's going to be a lot of deep fake content around your brand. So it's really important to be even more immediate with our responses and just basically handle crisis in real time. We also see shrinking junior PR roles as a trend for 2026, and this is mainly due to AI as well, but we also see that companies tend to invest less and less on junior roles and more on senior roles with the help of AI for operational tasks, basically. And that's not only a case in the PR industry, but also in the software development industry and so on. Last but not least, one trend that we see for 2026, an important one, is the increase of the importance of mentions for GEO. So something that happened quite a lot, especially around digital PR in the past few years, is that companies were disregarding mentions because they were not read by the search engine, of not so much importance by Google and the search engine. Now we see that changing drastically with AI. AI can read mentions, company mentions, and they basically prioritize them as much as backlinks. There's pretty much no difference nowadays between a mention without a link and a mention with a link, which was not the case 2-3 years ago. That is bringing back the importance of just getting brand mentions in the media that was disregarded by a lot of companies in the last few years that had digital PR as a main priority. That has changed, and that's mainly due to GEO. So the new GEO playbook, it's dominating basically the space, and that's gonna keep on happening in 2026. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. It's an exciting year ahead for sure. A lot of things are changing, and changing quite fast, so it's important that we adapt fast. So if you want to learn more about PR, subscribe to our channel right below. We post all the time. We also have a really good blog at PRLab full of relevant content, really educational. And as I said at the beginning, maybe give our academy a try if you want to learn more about PR and become a PR pro. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.